Miss you guys.
What's up, guys?
Hey, what's poppin'?
Yo,
Miss you guys.
what is up?
What's up, you guys?
Hey guys, miss you.
No matter where you're watching from,
You're here. We're here.
let's get this thing started.
Well, welcome to Brownsbridge Inside Out. My name is Lauren, and we are in our third and final week of our series, While You're Waiting. These past couple weeks, we've gotten to hear from your friends, and they've talked about their relational health, and they've talked about their spiritual health. And today, we're going to hear from Caleb and Sallie Kate, and they are going to talk about their emotional health. I'm really excited to hear from them because this is actually content that we talked about back at Vertical Reality. So I'm glad that we're talking about this again after we've all gone through this pandemic and this global crisis. So I think it will be really powerful to hear from them and how they're handling this. So let's go ahead and jump over and hear from Caleb and Sallie Kate.
Hi, my name is Caleb Herring, and I'm a senior at South Forsyth High School, and my leaders are Matt and Jerome. During quarantine, something I've missed about Inside Out is worship, just because I've always felt close to God during worship before the message, and I really miss my small group.
Hi, I'm Sallie Kate Worley. I'm going to be a senior this year at North Forsyth High School, and my small group leaders are Gail Stover and Olivia Hughes. Something that I've seriously missed about Inside Out over quarantine is the easy answer is live worship. There's not really a way I can replicate that energy and environment in a house with only 3 or 4 more people in it, but as well as in addition to worship, I've really missed being able to catch up with people that I wouldn't see every day or every week. There are some people in other small groups and other grades that I haven't been able to see since March, which is tough.
My emotional state when quarantine started was very disappointed. I had a whole bunch of mission trips planned and other trips planned that nobody's going to be able to go on to, just to have those relationships that you get from mission trips. And it was just really upset and just disappointed. But what I found since then, since quarantine, I found hope. I found the hope where I look forward to future things like transit. I'm a transit leader now for 6th graders, and some things that will be happening the next summer when I graduate high school, and just knowing that God still has a plan for all of us and still has a plan for us through this, for us to better ourselves in the future.
In the beginning of quarantine, in a word, my emotional and mental state was rough. I was dedicating way too much of not just my time, but myself to school, and I was pouring out and not spending time intentionally with God or in His Word, and that was draining me, and I was kind of hopeless. But as quarantine continued and school ended and I was able to get more time, the stillness kind of took over my life to the point that I ironically got a little bit aggravated with it. But having that stillness and that time to really dig into my relationship with God allowed me to pour in and fill up my energy that I had been so drained of. And a couple of my friends actually suggested to me that I start writing my prayers down. And that's really helped me to keep consistent with this rhythm and routine that I've picked up.
One thing I want to keep doing to keep my emotional and mental state in a good and better place is to find certain things to look forward to, and also get back into my devotional and certain Bible studies that I was doing before quarantine.
Through quarantine, something that I want to start doing moving forward is something that my small group has actually talked a lot about in the past few weeks, and that's identifying the lies that are attacking our mind from the enemy and replacing them with truth from God. And I've struggled with that a little bit because it's so difficult sometimes to identify those lies, but that's something I want to work on, is fishing them out and replacing them with truth from God's Word.
If I had the chance to start the quarantine over, I would ask God to better prepare me for the upcoming disappointment with mission trips and any other disappointments for anyone else. And I would ask Him to give me like kind of a heads up of the also good things that are going to come out of this.
If I had to go all the way back to March and start all of this over again, I would ask God to tell me not to wait and to take up opportunities that I feel like I kind of passed off because I was waiting for this to end or waiting for something to change. And if I had taken those opportunities, I might have been in a much better emotional and mental state now, like starting to pray continually or something like that.
Well, I am so grateful for Caleb and Sallie Kate and their willingness to share what they've been feeling and facing over these last few months. And just like the last couple weeks of this series, you are going to have the opportunity to answer the exact same questions they did. So go ahead and start thinking about your answers, thinking about how has your emotional health been over these last few weeks, and you'll have the opportunity to share that with your small group at some point. Well, I'm so glad you joined us today, and we will see you back here real soon.